reading the energy of a room without trying. A sacred transmission on effortless perception, embodied presence, and the silent language of space. Opening transmission, before a word is spoken, before a gesture is made, before any mind has labeled what it sees. There is already knowing. You walk into a room and something in you adjusts. You don't understand it logically, but you feel it. The shoulders tighten, the breath shallows, or perhaps you exhale fully. The body drops into peace. Something invisible is shaping your inner state. This is not mysticism. This is resonance. It is the interaction between your subtle body and the energetic field of place. And whether you realize it or not, you are always reading the energy of the room. The question is not if you are perceiving. The question is, are you listening? 1. Every space holds memory. A room is not neutral. Walls remember. Floors carry weight. Ceilings collect intention. Think of all that has passed through a single space. Laughter, conflict, stillness, grief, desire, prayer. These are not emotions that vanish into nothing. They imprint, they ripple, they remain, not forever, but long enough to affect those who enter unaware. You feel it in sacred temples, the echo of devotion. You feel it in hospital rooms, the lingering breath of struggle. You feel it in old homes, the silence between generations. And you feel it in your own living space, which holds the shape of how you've been. This is the memory of space, and your energy body recognizes it instantly. 2. You were designed to perceive it. You are not separate from space. You are a part of its field. The skin is not your boundary. It is only your edge. Your true presence extends outward, interacting with the environment, even if you're not aware. This is why animals sense earthquakes before they come, why children become restless in chaotic rooms, why a healer can sense tension in a corner without ever being told. It is not a superpower. It is a design feature. You were made to read space, but you were conditioned to override it. 3. Trying blocks the signal. To truly feel the room, you must stop trying. Trying introduces tension. Effort narrows perception. When you try to read the energy, you shrink into the mind. The mind begins searching for meaning. It starts projecting ideas, and in that noise it drowns out the signal. Effort is loud, but presence is quiet, and the energy of a room is always whispering, never shouting. You cannot hear it if you're trying to listen with force, but you can feel it when you are available. 4. How the body reads a room first. Your body knows before you do. It has its own language. In a heavy room, shoulders rise, chest constricts, eyes squint without knowing why. A subtle urge to leave or fidget arises. In a clear room, breath deepens, face relaxes, spine lengthens effortlessly. The mind slows down without technique. These are not reactions, they are readings. The body is saying this is safe, or this is charged, or this is not aligned. You don't need clairvoyance. You need body literacy. To know what you already know, before thought names it. 5. The breath as a tuner of perception. Breath is the bridge between you and space, between inner and outer. A shallow breath cannot feel the room. A forced breath disturbs the signal. But a natural breath is a listening breath. Try this. Enter a space and simply breathe from your belly. Let the exhale fall out of you like water and do nothing else. Soon you will notice the air feels thick or open. The space around your heart contracts or expands. A part of the room draws you in or pushes you away. Breath does not add to perception. It clears it. It returns the body to sensitivity, so the room can reveal itself. 6. Objects and corners carry specific charges. Not all parts of a room are equal. Some corners gather stillness, others trap forgotten energy. Some objects glow with life. Others feel dull or heavy. Furniture that was once surrounded by argument will carry tension. An heirloom passed down through grief may still vibrate with sorrow. A painting hung with reverence will hold frequency long after you forget it. Even the placement of objects affects flow. Clutter creates stagnation. Clean lines and symmetry support coherence. Natural elements like wood or stone transmit a different vibration than plastic or metal. You're not imagining these effects. You're translating what space is holding. 7. Silence speaks louder than sound. Many people think they need music, incense, or ritual to read a room, but the deepest readings happen in silence. Because silence doesn't add, it reveals. When the room is quiet, you begin to hear the noise beneath the noise, the tension behind the smiles, the grief behind the stillness, the harmony beneath the furniture. And in that quiet, you begin to remember that every room is a story, and you were born to listen. 8. Entering a room as a listener, not a doer. You are not meant to fix every room you walk into. You are not meant to analyze every space. You are meant to listen, to feel your breath as it meets the air, to notice what your skin tells you, to remain soft enough to receive. Instead of entering a space with purpose or projection, enter with openness, with curiosity, with reverence. Ask the space without words. What are you holding? What wants to be felt? What has not been seen? And then pause and feel and let it speak. 9. Reading people through place. Often you are not just reading the room. You are reading the people who shaped it. A room holds the residue of its inhabitants, their stress, their peace, their desire to impress, their emotional suppression. You walk into someone's home and feel an undercurrent. You may not name it, but your body recognizes this person is hiding something. This space is honest and grounded. This family hasn't processed their tension. You are not judging, you are translating, and the translation is instant. Your body speaks it fluently, even when your words don't. 10. The sacred use of this gift. Reading energy is not for gossip, not for control, not to gain spiritual superiority. It is for responsiveness. So you know when to speak or stay quiet. So you know when to offer presence or leave. So you can be with reality, not against it. Reading a room is not about power. It is about presence. It is the art of seeing what has not been said and honoring what the space is asking for. Sometimes that means staying. Sometimes it means leaving. Sometimes it means saying nothing. Always it means being true. Mystical reflection. You do not need new senses. You need to unbury the ones you were born with. You do not need tools to feel a room. You are the tool. Let your breath be soft. Let your spine be free. Let your heart be still, and the room will speak, not in language, but in feeling, not in thought, but in resonance. You are not separate from space. You are the space, remembering itself. If this sacred teaching helped you reconnect to your inner perception, subscribe for more transmissions like this, where the invisible becomes visible, and consider becoming a member to help support the continuation of this sacred offering. Next episode preview. In the next transmission, we explore why some thoughts come with color or taste, a mystical inquiry into synesthesia, energy perception, and the subtle body's language of light and sensation.